Okay. See here. All right. I said it's coming back today, do another video. Yeah. So that we can keep going with this information that's needed, right? Okay. I hope you guys got the information that I put on one of the videos, the first one I think, for the chakras, that you can look at that app, it's I don't know if it's an app, it's a page or whatever, but it's a link. And you look at that and it kind of help steer you and guide you along the way, to give you some information about chakras and what are they for, and just let you know that you have them in your body that you didn't know, those that didn't, okay? And a lot of people don't know, but most people on the spiritual journey has came to that awakening of themselves to know that change is happening, and that is going from religion, physical reality, physiologically, and other things that deals with the material life and world, that you've been allowing yourself to work in and give your energy toward, okay? More so than to yourself, which is all about you really in one sense, but when it really comes down to it, it is because you are the beginning of your own self, as Source is giving you the power to create your reality and your life that you choose. And so it begins with you, and that's where the beginning's at. But then when you begin taking care of all that needs to be taken care of within you, and knowing what's in you is the case, not there, not outside, it's inside, okay? And then you go outside after you go in here and look after you, find yourself first, find yourself, then you go help others find themselves. You see how it works? Hope I can do this video because energies is coming in real bad. And like, as soon as I get around the electronics, just start getting to it. So, and I'm just fine until I get there, and then I get to picking up all this, because even though you're not in this video with me at this time, I'm connected to you, whether you're in right now with me. It's just because my thoughts and my energy is going out toward the world, and I'm picking up all of your energy, and it's just like, it's like really horrible. So, because I'm an energy reader, so I can pick your energy up no matter where you're at. And then just right now, I'm reaching over the world, and so I'm pulling all of your energies toward me in order to reach to you. And that's not easy, because it literally affects me. But I'm determined, okay? Because I came in, from out there. When I walked in 2017, I was already up in the higher dimension conscious. I was in 5D conscious when I came in here. And then I have dropped down to 3D, of course, and I guess her and I had a last trial we had to finish in 3D, and boy, it did everything. Whew. But it zeroed me out twice. I'm like, geez, 2 times? Wow, man, that's a lot, what it is. When they zero you out 2 times, oh my God. It's like, am I done now? So, because I don't want to have to be zeroed out no more. But see, you got to go with that code, 0. It's 0. It's either 0, 1, and then 0, 1, 1, and so, that way it goes. Okay, so if you got that link, then go on it. I would, if I was you, and just see what it's all about, and get to understand. I don't like to use the word understand, but get to know um, what drives you and what what don't drive you, what makes you be in a certain place in life that you think you shouldn't be in, and you probably shouldn't, or whatever that you should. Either way, it'll give you that information, because if they're not balanced, and there's a test in there you can take. If they're not balanced, you're not, okay? You're off. And in the source, everything has to balance. This is what we're happening now. You have been on one of those things, even on TV. You see the balancers, balancing stuff out. Okay, so source is balancing her, stuff out now here. And it's, and they say something about other weeding from the terror to the wheat and so forth, and that's an illustration you use, and it's true. So you weeding out things that does not bring you back the fullness and wholeness of yourself, and it does not reflect you that you choose of the of the self, of the wholeness. Because, for instance, if you had say source is everything, which it is, and consciousness is what we are in, the source consciousness, and source is working itself out in all the thoughts of itself with you. And then so the source got dark thoughts, right? And it's got light thoughts, but all thoughts is light. It's just that there is as one of my guides says, there's a thought, and there's a space between the thought, okay? See, so there's some spaces between the thought that's not filled with the information that is needed to put light in it, okay? So some places, as far as the dark thoughts, the dark thoughts work in their energy of the dark, because they don't want the light. They don't allow it in. And so they choose the dark. And so if you choose the dark and I choose the light, and then I'm having my energy going toward myself to work out my life, to create what I want to create in my life, and I'm creating what I want in my life as I carry on, or as I move forward. But you have made a choice to stay in the dark and stay behind. Then you will to come over and interfere in my light of my evolving, because you have that energy working in you, mischief. What do you call it? Just all kinds of negatively. Energy, jealousy, all kinds of things, okay? And so because you have that energy working in you, what's to stop you from coming over, interfering in my life where I'm creating? Because you working on those thoughts, it will cause you to come into interfering in my world. So source will have to move you out of the equation. And so that's what source will do. That's working itself out, okay? I can't hold these thoughts here, because if these thoughts must either go out the planet, be, to the central sun, and be replenished, or, incinerated, and come back into another energy. Because if I leave them in this same, the soup of itself, then they're going to interfere with, So you have to, look at it like, see, when you understand in creation, you're daydreaming, you're imaginating. That's the only way you're going to see it. You're not going to see it no other way. You have to imagine it, because the imagination is coming from the source itself. And if you don't have the imagination, it's nothing going to come through. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't work without imagination. So you have to have the imagination, because the thoughts they're going to form according to how you imagine them to be. And then, you know what I'm saying? So I hope I can get it to you the right way. But so this is how all it works, okay? So we're talking about relationship, but I'm going to do some workout, because oh my gosh, I've been sitting on this bed too long, and now I got a crunch here, the crunch there. And then I want to show you how these workouts going to be going here in the future, because they've given me another part to it, but I have to have certain things I need to work that, and that's to kind of show you how to heal your body with energy, with the sounds and the movement. Okay, how you can heal your body with sounds and movement. How you can, we raising our vibrations, but you can raise your vibrations in certain areas. Okay, say for instance you're out of shape, which I know I am, and I'm working on it. Oh my gosh, So I'm just a person who like to be in shape, fit. Just me anyway, and I like to be fit. That's in me, okay? But we all should want to be fit, you know what I'm saying? You want to be. You don't want to allow your body to go without care and upkeep. And why? Because it's your car. It's the same thing. And you want to take care of it. And you have been neglecting it for how many times of years of life that you have? Because you've had your energy going toward everything outside of yourself. Now the call is out to say, come back in, come home, come back in, come back to yourself, So this is the time now that you can take your energy back from wherever you've been plowed it out to, and give it back to yourself, and then become in love with you and become one with yourself, and realize that whatever is going on in your life, it is not from something outside, it is from something inside. Okay? Whatever you have, and whatever the case may be, if you're having problems with girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, husband, city, community, whatever, neighbor, whoever you're having a case with, any what they call resistance or any sort with, okay? That is not from stemming from outside. It stems from within. So you have to go in to see what do you have in you that is, causing you to have this particular whatever is going on in your world. Don't point the finger out, because you're just not going to get it. Remember they said in the church world, they said, you point that finger and there's got 3 of them coming back at you. Well, that's true. Or 4, however many coming. So, just know that all issues, troubles, whatever you want to call them, starts within. So you got to go in here and work it out inside of your own self, and you got to know, for you to do that, you need to get quiet. You can't do it when you're steady going and, all these different works. Gotta go here, gotta go here, gotta go here. And when you got time to think about yourself, when you ever want to sit down and think about you? You see? So no more thinking about everyone outside of you, only just for now, at this moment, this time that we're living in. Think about yourself, because that is going to be the most important thing in your life in the long run, is you, yourself. And then, because you're going, when you come back here, you're going back home, you're going to connect back into to the whole, to the collective. You're going to begin to connect back to other energies that is around you to assist you and help you, and there for you in every way that you can possibly imagine. Like for me, like I say, I get the signs all the time. They always got, because we in here together and we communicate. And when they really dealing with me on whatever it is that I'm going through in my life that I'm working with, there is your indication of your intuition. There's all kinds of little pin notes that they're going to put before you to give you the confirmation. And when I need some confirmation, don't believe me, they give it to me. So, I get the numbers all the time. I get all kinds of numbers, but my numbers is in sync. They don't go out of their arena, because I know my own numbers, you know what I'm saying? And so I got to get some air in here. But so, I've seen them, they'll let me pick up that phone just right at that right time when that number's there. And I'm like, oh man, you guys are so cool, because, they want me to see it. And I said, oh, and so sometimes I can see the time moving And it's getting close to where maybe I know a number that is affiliated with my clarification, and I said, well, that number's going to come up pretty soon. Well, I wonder if I'm going to catch it or miss it. But then I'll say to them, I said, you know what, you guys, I know time don't exist with you, and it doesn't. So I said, you can freeze that time until I get in there and see whatever you want me to do. And they have done it many times. Like, because I know the time she doesn't pass, but when I come back, it's just right there. And I was like, oh man, you guys are so cool. You know, so they are. They're just the greatest energy to be around, you know. Once you're connected, you got to stay connected with them, though. You know, you got to know that if you just don't say nothing, just sit around and just be to yourself and think about everything but them, they'll let you, okay? But if you connect with them, they'll guide you, and they'll take you where you need to go, and lead you on down the way. You know, let me do some work out here. But I was thinking that, see, anytime you having, like I say, you having these problems, or whatever you want to call them, they're just issues that you're not aware what brought them on or where they stem from. You know, I always look for the root of everything, because there's a root, you know, no matter what it is. Woo, this energy is just tearing me up. I don't know if I can finish. I must gotta do some workout because, oh my God. Like I say, I'm okay until, some days I do good in front of the video, but ooh, today y'all must got some heavy energy on y'all out there. Dang. I mean, I haven't felt this way in a long time. I used to feel it all the time when I was doing videos in the past. I got really sick. I couldn't stay in front of the video too long. So I've got it to where I can stay in front of the video more now. But today is just crazy. I mean, I feel it all over everywhere. It just, you know, it feels horrible, but I'll try to finish. So anyway, maybe we should work out and we'll finish it that way. So, you know, like, anytime if you having an issue with, like I said, with someone, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, sister, brother, mother, and you constantly having that issue, I mean, it's like and it is a repeat, but you got to see it. In fact, you can look all the way back if you stop long enough and think. You can stop long enough and then rewind the clock back to times of other relationships or just relationships, because that's all we're doing. Even where you building your family, you're building it with your friends, whatever. I don't like using friends either, because you don't have a friend, you have frenemies. Okay, there's no such thing as friend. They're frenemies. If you're not a family, then you're a frenemy. That's all you are. And that doesn't mean you're my family because we're in the same blood. You're not my family. You're still my frenemy. Because a family has a bond. When you're family, you are connected. You're connected in always in energy, the whole world. You are very connected and you're very knitted, close. And you have a room to bring in more, you know, others. So it's different, very different, you know. So when you're really building a family, there's a very bond there. But if you're in a family and you don't have no bond, that you're not family. You're enemies. You really are, because you don't have the connect. And just keep in mind, you're not every one of you may have the same family lines that you come in, and the reason why you come in under those family lines is there's something in those lines that you need to get out, that you and them working out with each other, whatever. It's a lot of different things happen. But that's the only reason you incarnated in that particular family line. But you're different souls. You could have come from a whole different planet. You know what I'm saying? So you're not, just like if you go up into the Pleiadians, up in that, where they in the astral belt up there, I forgot what the name of their planet is called, but there's all different kinds of Pleiadians. This is not one kind, it's many. Just like it is with you here. Your planet is is identical to whatever happens in the other realms, because nothing has started here at all. It did not start here, it started there, and that's where it's going to finish. You know what I'm saying? But it does never finish. It just never finishes. It continue, and it keeps. Now, right now, you're spiraling back in. You came out as a spiral. If you pictures, you can look at it. There's pictures in online. You see where you're spiraling, the birth and forth of the source energy to come forth and bring forth fruits, formation. Thoughts forming. Whatever. It's in the spiral. It's like the sperm, okay? And it's going to spiral back in, and then it's going to rebirth another birth, okay? But in that process, you coming back in, you're going back through the channels that you've already been in. Or you've been in this. You've been in that timelines and dimensions before, because what we're going through now is something that we've already been through. It's been finished. So, but we're coming back to finish or to stop things from happening into the future. So that's why we're not a real human body. We're just holograms. That's why we're holograms, because we're like in the computer, you call it matrix, whatever you want to call it, but because you just here to get some things worked out so that it does not happen in your future as it's been set to take place. But rather than for you as your real one, your whole self to come in, you put a part of you in as a little hologram of yourself. So all kinds of tricks and trades in the technology that this planet has never even thought about even. Why? Because you're so far behind, because they've kept you stuck. Okay, they kept you down, kept you believing in a system that did not even register with you, did not even identify who you are. It gave you nothing. It made you believe that you were who you are, but it's not. Okay, and then they was controlling your life. How much information you really need and where you gonna get it from. They weren't allowing you to get the information that you really need because they didn't want you to have it, because once you got it, you knew who you were. You wake up and you start smelling the petunias. Why do you think they kept the drugs away from you? It wasn't because they wanted to protect, they were concerned about your life. They don't give a F about you. If that was the case, it wouldn't be killing you. You have poisoning all your food and everything else they can do. Private prisons that are locked up so they can get paid off of your life. That they the one doing the crime. They are the one doing it. CIA, FBI, they are the ones who've been doing all your damn crime, and then they making you pay the time. That is so effed up, huh? Yeah. Got your parents and your grandparents and whoever you want to call them. They ain't really that, but whatever you want to consider them to be, all locked up in nurses. Come on. Yeah. How many hospitals do we need with cancer patients? Excuse me? Why do we have so many? Have you ever questioned that? Why is it so many cancer? Children patients, children hospital, all the cancer. What? Something's wrong with this picture. Why do we need all these nursing homes? What the hell is going on? Shouldn't your body be in good shape? Shouldn't you have a good firm to your body? Shouldn't you stay healthy? Yes, you should. Wasn't nobody interfering, trying to keep you from living and looking for make you die. Slowly, what they call slowly killing you. Ever seen that on the show or something? They slowly killing you, little by little, putting stuff in your food and whatever. They can't mass kill you. If they did, you'd be another Hitler thing coming around, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? So, they call it the sliding of the hand. The sliding of the hand is quicker than the eye. And it is. It is. Sliding of the pens. Huh? But because we're so trust, just like the sheeples, the sheep. You ain't supposed to be no sheep. Sheeps is meek and just Go wherever. Well, I don't know how they sound, but they're nice. I like them. But a goat is what you need to be. Become that goat. You need a goat. You climb that mountain. That sheep can't climb. But that goat can. And that goat is rebellious. They ain't gonna take you no stuff off the farmers. The goat say, oh, don't tell me I can't go across the fence. I'm going. What the hell, man? Did I tell you that? Don't tell me to say it, because I'm not. I can't. I gotta get going. It's the goat faith. And so then you got the sea goat, where you get your sea legs, and there's all kinds of ways, you can look at life, and you need to, and consider what it's all about. Don't just walk around here every day doing the same old same what you are. Same old thing every day. Wait, aren't you bored? You should be. Aren't you tired of seeing yourself living the same old bullshit everyday life, doing the same old routine freaking thing? You ain't gaining nothing from it. It's just putting you in that old spot. Just let you go on and die on out of here. You see? You ain't changed no routines or nothing. Just doing the same old. How long it been since you changed routine, huh? How long it been since you went out, just had a nice time with yourself somewhere, just sitting back in the park or on the river or somewhere, where the water's at, where you can feel the energy of the water? Huh? When have you done that in the time of when? You know what I'm saying? but and then yet instead of finding those type of things and really taking notice to things that surround you and what is and what isn't, and trying to look at it in a whole different way than what you have been, you just go and find a bottle or whatever, something to get in and just keep on moving, and you're not getting nowhere. You ain't doing nothing. You're just staying in the same spots. That's all you're doing. And you're not helping yourself, you're not helping no one else. Like I say, you take those patterns and you go turn that clock back. And I said to Yeshua all the time I said to him, and you talking about, I was like saying to my guys, I was like, what in the world have I been doing in my life at one time or another that I'm attracting these stubborn people, men especially? What is going on here? I said, oh, maybe when I was really young somewhere, it wasn't me, but consciously, but the body, okay? I gotta remember being a little rebellious there, but I'd be paying for that. Some stubborn, because I mean, Yeshua's got some sleepy boy, and he wants to always calling me to give me the information to ask me. But then when I give it to him, he don't want it. He too stubborn. I said, boy, what you doing over there? I said, I'm climbing the ladder. What else can I be doing? What are you doing? Yeah, well, okay. You want to come with me? You got to get on that. Are you with me or not? You want to do something? No, I ain't with you. You with me. I'm not going back. I'm going up. So you come with me. What am I coming with you? Shit. And I don't pay you no attention, so that means I am not interested. So if I ain't paying you no attention, you gotta call me because you paying me some attention. That means you're not paying yourself no attention. So you busy calling me, thinking that I'm just not paying myself no attention, which I am. See, so you go back. I said, look back, man. Look back. How long you been doing this same shit? How long have you continued to do these patterns in your life? And that's what they are. And you see them. They are patterns. You'll see where you've been doing the same little thing. Same little, I don't care. You change relationships. You change girls. It's going to be the same way. Why? Because I say it's three different relationships that you experience. You start out in the karmic ones, where these low energies are working, chakras, and that's more of your dark side of your life. And you begin with your first, And that will also depend on how much maturity that you have gained as you were coming up from a baby. Where you at, okay? And then where you left off from the last life, sometimes that life, it comes back, even though you may not remember it, which it help you to remember it, but most time you don't, because it's not for you to remember, because you got to experience the other experiences without remembrance, okay? So it won't be like it's, impact another life, part of your life. So you have to, sometimes you're a little bit more mature, and then if you did get with your first girlfriend or boyfriend, that when those don't necessarily have to continue in the karmic part of your life, because you may not need a lot of karmics. It depends on where you're at. You can just go on from karmic on into your soul mate life, and your soulmate life. You have lots of karmics, lots of soulmates. You experience them, but they supposed to be an experience for you to get from it and keep going and keep going. If you need 4 or 5, then they're gonna make sure you get 4 or 5. Some people don't need but 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on where you at. Then you get your twin flame. That's your last one, and that is the hardest one in the whole shebang. But it's your last one, and it's your only one, and it's your permanent one. Because then you come back into your own self, because the twin flame or the twin ray, they are the same soul in 2 different bodies split. But then they have to come back into that whole. Once that day comes, and you don't always meet them. You got 12 years of cycle, and most times you only get back to the ones to that permanent is when you're on that 12th year. Okay, that's when you usually come back into that full union. Okay. Yeah, so I got on here to give you guys, because I'm gonna do some workout first, and then I'll talk about this more. Okay. So y'all want to work out with me? So come on, let's do a little workout here so I can channel my energy a little better. Oh wait, not this one. Hold on, I didn't mean to hit that one. Sorry, apologize. Wait, is that? Oh, okay, that's why. Let's work out these shoes here. Go. Okay, so on this song here, when I usually do. Inside thighs here, okay, and when you're working on those inside thighs, you gotta put that energy in there when what you want to work out, and watch your knees, so don't put no strain on your knees, but you gotta put that energy.
You don't want to find my trouble. And Papa, I shall shit up you come to when you're heartbreak. Heartbreak, pushing shit heartbreak. Now me the bike here for your man. And Papa, I want to flex my love. And I want to carry my love away to a place she loves. And I want to carry my love away. Yeah, lucky night. And
Just
bathroom fashion.
my two roadies, angels, my angels, and working me out. They're the ones is my trainers. Now they training me. Gotta get this done. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm gonna get some weights, guys, because it's hard doing it all by. You just ain't finding the hand work. Can I get my own exercise? So, yeah, but this way is the best way. Weights is more lazy, but you know, you know what? But see, there's gonna be a big change coming in on the planet, and there's gonna be so much different technology coming to help you raise your vibration, help you change your levels of energy in your body, help you to get back into shape. It will even, they got, you know what I'm saying, they'll even do a whole full scan of your physical, and if you got any issues in there, it's going to begin to heal that, and you're going to be a tip-top shape, brand new person, you know, everything's going to give you a whole new life, okay? And then you're gonna be ready to like start all over again, okay? Like you know what I'm saying? And then from that point on, you got one more, what they call a second chance, and the second chance program. And now you can watch what you eat, you know what I'm saying? You know, love on yourself. Look after your body and don't let it get out of shape no more, you know what I'm saying? Keep it in good health because everything's gonna change, your food's gonna change, your water's gonna change. Things gonna be so much better and healthier for you. That's if you're ready to get on the ladder and go towards your north. You don't want to go towards your north, you want to stay in your south with all your muddy brother life and all this stuff that when you don't get it together, then you gonna have to just keep on playing in that playground. Keep, you know, keep saying, you know, like you don't hear your parents calling you, you'll keep, you know, pretending. That's usually what it comes down to, right? Listen to guys on this time with it. Because you gotta, and one of the sound, here you go. Yeah, and see when it goes, you have to catch it on that right sound. And that's what I'm having a hard time with. Catching it on the right. So it goes like that, you know. And I have a hard time trying to get it out like that. But it's better because you have fun. And that's what matters. You having fun. Fun is the ultimate case of creation. Fun. Happy. When you're in a happy time, a happy mood, and having fun, you're creating the ultimate at that time. You're speeded up whatever you're creating, you know, whatever you want. Whatever it is, you must decide what you want first, you know, so you can get the right tools and right material and equipment and everything you need to make it happen. But if you can get in that state where you're happy and having fun, like me and my guides here, I'm having fun with them. If I'm not having fun with anybody else, you know what I'm saying? I'm having fun, and that's all that matters. You can learn how to have fun by yourself, and that's important. Learn how to have fun where you at. Learn how to have fun with God, whether God is anybody with you. Have some fun. You know, you can make fun, just start making it, you know? Make things be fun, you know? And though you may not be quite in the world of comfort that you would choose to be in, whatever it may be, you may have a little hang-ups in wherever you at, but wherever you at is perfect for you because you can have fun and you make that be whatever you want it to be because that's where it is, you know. Until you're ready to make that change, so they change it, and the way you change, your energy has to vibrate in the level on that frequency, on this frequency of whatever it is that you're trying to match up to, create, whatever it is. You got to get that, both energies has to be in the same frequency in order to get there, okay? All right, so when you're having fun, you are just being a kid, and you enjoying yourself, you're not worrying about no bills, no problem, you ain't worrying about what nobody at, you ain't being jealous, worrying about who calling who and who seeing who and who doing what. You ain't got that on your mind. Why? Because you're having fun. Fun don't even let that come in, okay? And because that's when you're cutting the mind out. The mind is not on no more where you bringing it in with leading it, letting it, bring the energy and the thoughts and letting it lead itself on down to your heart. And then the heart, it just bringing you all that energy, bringing it up. Enjoying your day, your time, your moment, your energy right here, right here, right here. You don't have time to be bored because there ain't no boredom in that. You know what I'm saying? The only time we're bored and stressed out and all that is we don't sit there and let our thoughts begin to eat us up, And your thoughts is not in your now. They ain't everywhere but right here. Okay? So, I'm gonna do a little meddling. I'm gonna meddle with somebody right now. Meddle with you. Okay, look. So I when I watch those videos on YouTube, I go on there and I watch them. And there was a time I was just watching them because I was looking into exactly what was happening in my life, to see where we at, what's going on with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I get those intuitions and those things, and I start to feeling something. I'm like, let me just check and see what's going on out here. You know what I'm saying? And after many warnings, from my guides, and I go there and then I'm an Aries, this is who I am, but in the meantime, I am becoming a whole, you know what I'm saying? Not just Aries, but all of you, all zodiacs. I mean, you're learning how to work them all in your life. And, you know what I'm saying? And use the energy of them, whatever is needed. So, if I let them take me and just put me where I want to be, okay? Here's a video here. I want you to see this one. Oh, okay. Let me see that video. See, they'll put it right in front of you what you need to see. Whatever it is, okay? You know what I'm saying? They'll put whatever you need to know in front of you. Don't ever think you're going to get away with nothing, because you're not. Nobody gets away with nothing. And you can, and you shouldn't want to. I don't. Most people do. Until you learn. Once you learn the lessons and learn that there's no getting away with anything. And there's no hiding. There's nothing, let's say you can run, but you can't hide. And that's true. You can't. You can run, but you can't hide. Because you're known wherever you're at. Because it is their place to keep watch over you and this planet and everything else. That's what happened in the past when they, the one who was watching, they kind of got a little mischievous, and all kind of little things happened. And that wasn't supposed to take place, but, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know how it is when you have a lot of cheering and someone want to do right and some don't, right? Get cut up. And we all have done a little bit of cutting up, I'm sure, some way, somehow. I was always one that wouldn't be, but as far as my body is concerned, I don't want to get too far because I think I didn't like having no whoopings. So I was on the bank with here with a water line. Let me see if I can put it over here and see if it works. I don't know about that, because I don't want to try too many things out there. It's crazy. But so, I just want to say this. When I watch the videos, sometimes I hear the readers say certain things that they say, and then I'm like, so I'm sort of like scanning for topics, information, to see where we at, to know where we at, who, you know what I'm saying? And what can we need to boost that, what can we do to change it, whatever. So, so these here videos, relationships, I owe that to one of the other card readers that mentioned something about relationships. I said, yeah, so we need to have it breaking down on it to know why are the relationships messed up? Why are we not having good relationships? Why are we fighting at home and in the family, nobody's getting along? Why? You know what I'm saying? Can we change it? Can we make a better? Can we start making better relationships? Can we find the formula, the solution, or whatever? Yeah, and let's do it. Let's start. And if we all don't start, then you start. You just start, and then let it come from you. Like when I came in the body, my family that was here, they said, especially the kids, I said I don't have no kids. I really don't. I'm not you. I'm not her. I said, look, I walked in here. I know I got her body. It ain't hers now, it's mine. So I said, but I'm not her. I'm not your mom. And then here's the case. I wouldn't allow them to call me that anyway. Because see, when you attach something to something, that's an attachment. That attachment can do a lot of things in you. It take you in a lot of different ways. So why you think you have such a hard time when somebody leaves? There's a death or whatever you want to say it, they don't really die, because you attached it. But if you don't have no attachment, it wouldn't affect you so much. Plus, you don't have the information you need to know that they didn't really die. They just got up out of their vehicle and going back to where they're supposed to go. They're more happier than they ever were. They are having fun, trust me, and they are having real good fun. They're not getting, in heaven, which they are one way, but they're not. It's in other dimensions. That's all. And everything is right together. It's not one up, but you're up in conscious energy. That's how you be up. So a higher dimension is a higher conscious. So you get higher thoughts and your energy's higher. Okay. And you don't entertain those down there anymore, because you really can't. You don't want them. They're not. You know what I'm saying? It affects you. See, and so the other realm, the afterlife realm, is all the same. They do the same thing you do here, pretty much. They work, and do other little things, and because they I don't know, someone calls it a wait station or something, where they wait to get an assignment or something, to go to another planet or go somewhere, back in here, whatever they have to do, clean up their shit. If they got any to clean up, everybody don't have shit to clean up, but if you do, this is the one here, this planet here is the one that gets you the most done in less time. But it's the hardest one. It's the hardest planet that gets you to clean up. But it gets the job done. And because it's all set up different. But so, and then I heard, I hear a lot of you guys do this because everyone has heard one way or another through the card readers. I know with my life, my masculine, divine masculine life is, we've had haters. I don't even have, like I said, I don't know one of the videos. I don't know, maybe know the one, but I don't know about none of them. But those haters, they are haters, but you're looking at them though they're human. They're not human. Those are entities that's inside of our bodies, sitting in to do what they came here to do. Okay? I remember the first time I wasn't in the body at that time. It was some other conscious, but I remember the first time that she recognized that people was not people, and she was this police academy thing was on one day. They were hiring police, and you see the police, their eyes were looking different, and they were like crazy, and they were acting weird, and I was like, what? And so a lot of people that you think is people, that is not people, and there are different ones in here that's got different energies that has come in to do whatever came in here for. Just like you got something to do, so as the dark energies got something to do. They come in here to prevent you, which is most of them what they do, to stop you from doing something, or whatever, to interfere in your life. Because that's their call, or whatever, that's their mission, okay? So a lot of that has happened for that very reason. And that's why, but if it affects you, it's because you are not in the center of your heart. You have not found the wholeness of yourself. So you are, and you're looking outside of yourself for your energy or your strength. You're not in your wholeness. You're not using the energy that's around you to keep you safe and to protect you. All you need is love, and you need to just be centered and be back into your own skin, and other things can't touch you. Okay, they can't touch you because see, a dark entity is no more than what it is the reflecting itself of what it is of the light, but it don't have the higher conscious in it because it's not allowed it to. So it keeps operating in the dark. But it cannot stand against the light of itself. Because in fact, it'll go away from it. Don't want it because it just don't. And it won't, it can't, it'll penetrate it and cause it to dissipate. So it cannot come into your center, your life, your arena. Plus that, not only that, you got legions of angels and ancestors around you as your protection. Whether you be aware or not, that's why they're around you, because you're not aware. And they're going to be there anyway. And you call on them if you need them. If you know something ain't right, you know somebody is doing certain things that it causes you to feel a certain way, or, act a certain way. Call your angels. Call on them immediately. If you don't know how to create I'll create a. But what I have learned to do is just send love. Say, hey, I love you. I love you. I give them kisses every once in a while. So, I'm working on myself. So I ain't all the way down. Because sometimes, I'll snap in a minute. Fuck, get them, And I'm like, oh, okay, all right, let me go down. Love, I'm like, okay, I'm going to give them love, give y'all love. Because I be going like, hey, let me get a lion. I send a lion over there and fight you, eat you up. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm like, okay. Love. I said, love. Here's my love. I sent it to you guys. I love you guys. I love you. I love y'all so much. So I do that because that's the right way. And I know that. And I'm working on me to get it in there. To know how to love that is a reflecting of me too, because it's the dark side of who I would be if I allowed myself to stay in that energy and worked in that energy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it. So their plan is to put you back down there, to take you there, or to keep you there so you don't go up to your heart. They'll keep you do everything they do to keep you from climbing up. No, I'm up. So I'm sold out. Ain't nothing you can do. I'm already sold. I sold my life to myself before I even came here. So I know who I am. So I'm sold out. Plain and simple. I can't do nothing but be me. So, and that's what you have to do. But when you readers or outsiders, whoever you are, that come in contact with that energy, and you see things that's happening, you know that there's some dark energies working against a being, two beings or lights or whatever, or a couple or anyone, and you read it and you pick it up in that card reading. Don't connect to that energy, because what you're doing is giving it power, and you're allowing it to connect with your energy, and that could give them more power over the energy that is going after. Don't connect to it. Just if you're gonna connect in a loving way and say, hey, I just send some love over there, and you just stay away from them. Go, and I'll give you my love, and or turn that card back down. And say, Or this one guy on there, he said, "I'll shake it out, shake it out. Get out of there. It's hard." I laugh at when he do that. Get those swords out of there. So that you do something like say, get away from them or anything. Say, turn your energy back, but don't connect to it and give it power, because that's what you're doing. And then that gives it a little bit more nudge over that is trying to defeat, and the other person is working hard to keep itself from being defeated. And so you want to connect to the light of something, to take it up, to detach it. Okay, don't just read the cards and begin to say what is going on and what it is, and been putting it in more in the front where it's having power to continue, because I don't know. Like I said to my guys, I don't know what the hell we're dealing with. I ain't been used to that kind of stuff. I don't know nothing about that kind of shit. So why is this happening here in my life? I'm not aware of this kind of stuff. I don't know nothing about it. And then, and then I don't get no bothered by it, but they allow me to know, it's all by love, and I'm protected. I'm protected, but it's all in the love. And as you are centered and you're in love and you taking in that unadulterated pure love for yourself and living in your heart, because if you up here, you're not in your heart. You got to bring your thoughts from up there and put them in your heart. Don't stay up in there, because all they're going to do is defeat you, and it will, and in every area. Doesn't matter. So don't live in your thoughts, live in your heart. And then there's a time when you need to make some decisions that you got to leave the emotions out of the equations, and sometimes you have to make that decision head over heart. So those two supposed to work together. Sometimes you got to be an intellectual decision you need to make, and you don't let the heart make, because the heart sometimes is more nourishing. When you need to be more nourisher, then you use the heart. When you need to, be more firm in something, you need to use intellect. And you get your firmness and you stand. And you get your power back. And be what you need to be. And do not back down. Don't allow anything or anyone to cause you to give your power away. They don't take it, you giving it away. They can't take your power. You want to give it away. And if you want it, you better hold on to it. If you never had it, you better go get it. Or ever call on them and ask them to give you some power. Show me where my power is. Help me. Give me some crystals, whatever. Yeah, get something. Get busy. Get that power back. But just don't give nothing over to anything that does not serve you in the highest of way, does not give you the energy that you are enhancing for yourself, that you're choosing to have for yourself, does not allow you to be who you are, but interfering in that you are creating for yourself. Don't let them interfere in your life. I can guarantee you, half the world would have never got up here with this on like me, and be me. See, but I can guarantee you'll slander me, and you'll put me in all kinds of places that does not even serve me. But don't bother me either, because I don't fucking care. You know what I'm saying? Because it's me. I'm just who I am, and I am going to be who I am, okay? Because I am that I am. You see what I mean? But I got in here with it. Why? Because I'm going to be me. I'm going to be me. And that's it, because that's what I have to be. If I don't be anything outside of me, I'm not living to my full potential of who I am and who I want to be. I'm giving myself to something that is not me, but allowing them to, oh, no, I couldn't do it. It drives me. You know what I'm saying? I just can't handle that. Someone over my life controlling that, ooh, I can't. I have to have that. And the only way I'm going to allow that control to release, and I'm going to allow it to go to the whole. And therefore there's no control then. Because we all have those, on the same frequency, and everything is working together. See? And there is nothing between that. It's all smooth and, running. Let the flow. It's flowing, So I give you another link. I want you to listen to Abraham Hicks. That's my girl. She'll get you straight. If you really want to hear, she got the information for everything. But she's speaking on the law of attraction, because she's trying to get you to see how you're co-creating with source, and how you're not co-creating, how you have this left source out of the way, out of the equation, and you just went on off and begin to create, and where you're creating in the darker and in the light. So she'll show you all that, because she knows that law of attraction runs this world, runs this universe. That's what runs the universe. Was source have hung that law in the balance. That law is in the balance, and it works in the way that you bringing it in. If you know, or you're resistant, and if you're resistant, that's the law of resistance is working. Then you're resisting the law of attraction. You see how it works? Because you're in the law of resistance. But if you're in the law of attraction, you're bringing it towards you. In the law of resistance, you're pushing it back, and a lot of times when you do push it back, it comes anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's just bring it in. So don't be in the law of resistance when you're creating something that you want. You know, be in the law of attraction. And so, okay, and like I say, don't allow those energies that wants to interfere in other people's lives or anyone one's energies, whatever, even yours. Don't give power to that does not serve in the highest and the best of the way of the people. Okay, cut that power off by simply, you know, whatever way you need to cut it off. Don't call it out, shut it down, send it back to where it goes from, stop it, shield it, whatever you got to do. Don't let it continue by you speaking it out, saying, oh, you know, this is happening, this is happening. You're not stopping, you're bringing it in to it. This is happening, this is happening. They gonna get you, they gonna come after you, and just shut that down. Because now you're allowing that to have power over, you know what I'm saying? So, okay, that may be some more things I've come up with, but I like to cut these videos off because I've been doing them quite a long time, and if I come up with something tonight, which I did have a lot more, because they just be, you know, it just comes through. And so when it comes back in, I will get back on another video, okay? I love you guys so much, and please, you know, I don't know where I'm just all going, because I allow them to try to, you know, put me where I need to go, and then it just kind of go with the flow. And me kind of struggle with that in the beginning sometimes, but I'm learning how to, like, okay, let me be that puppy on the string then. No problem. But if, you know, it's my intentions to bring forth something that is beneficial for all. So if you could just help me out and hit like on that video and subscribe to it, you know, so that I can let the videos flow, okay? Because you may not enjoy it, and you may not want to enjoy it again, but somebody else may want to and may need to, or it would help them somewhere. So if you can share it, that would help too, okay? All right, I love you guys so much, all right? Thank you.